The NFL draft is a thing that's apparently happening, and the only reason why I'm talking about it is because I constantly saw the name Shedeur trending. And on my previous channel that's been deleted, I talked a bit about Shedeur Sanders and his entitled father and his entitled self. And so when I looked up his name, I saw that apparently he hasn't been drafted yet. 3 rounds, and today is the fourth round. I didn't know that the NFL had that many drafting rounds, but maybe he'll get picked in this one. Maybe he won't. But as you could expect, you have Negro politicians crying racism, despite the fact that, of course, the number one pick was a Negro, and there's a lot of Negroes getting selected. But you still will have the Negroes online crying racism. And unfortunately, President Trump has chimed in also with his displeasure with Deion Sanders' son not getting picked in the draft. Now, this probably has something to do with, I don't know, maybe him and Deion hung out in the 80s or 90s. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise. I mean, Deion Sanders is a flashy guy that's braggadocious. Trump is a flashy guy that's braggadocious. And Trump was one of, if not the first businessman that publicly hung out and embraced not just celebrities, but black celebrities specifically. Which again just goes to show you the ungratefulness of Negroes in general, when now all those very same people, with the exception of a few that you can count on one hand, none of those Negroes have come to Trump's defense with all the slander against his name about him being a so-called racist. And another reason why I'm annoyed at these sorts of things, Trump talking about the NFL, caring about the NFL at all, is because it sets up this, really disturbing mindset that despite knowing what the NFL is and what it stands for, pushing LGBTQ, pushing BLM, pushing liberal insanity, you still have a lot of Trump supporters, Republicans, and conservatards that consume this league, despite it being one of the main institutions used to actively fight against conservative values. It's an institution that shouldn't be supported, especially by anybody claiming to be serious in fighting any sort of culture war. And that's the thing that I usually do in reply to people who, for example, they want to talk about the Jews like they're against them or something. Oh, look at what Trump is doing. He's giving more support to Israel. And my first questions now to them when I reply is, well, do you support mainstream media? Do you support Hollywood? And if they ask questions to specify what that is, I go down the list. Do you still go to the movies? Do you still watch television through paying for streamers? Do you still go to theme parks? And the thing that usually gets them, if all of those other things don't get them, but normally those things do typically get them, but for the outliers where you can't get them on movies, you can't get them on television shows, or even theme parks, you can almost guarantee you can get them on video games or sports ball. Because the fact is, if you're still supporting any of those things, then none of your Jew bullshit talk matters, because you're still supporting the mainstream media, which is one of the main entities that a lot of liberal Jewish individuals lord over, pushing their satanic liberal ideology. And the NFL is one of those main leagues where they not only endorse the alphabet sex cult agenda and BLM, but they also push feminist nonsense as well. And of course, you can't forget all the wannabe game banger athletes that they like to house and promote. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this nonsense. I mean, ultimately, he's already a rich kid because of the family he comes from, and they've been getting sponsorship deals anyway. Yeah, apparently, he even got his jersey retired, which is insane. Just finished playing with the team. Usually, you get 5 years or 10 years out of the league. You know, if you're and be a prominent player, even if you're not a prominent player, if they're going to be retiring your jersey. Usually, it takes years before they do that. And then also, I saw that he didn't appear at the combine and didn't participate in the Senior Bowl. So again, all that entitlement behavior, yeah, it's most definitely something that shouldn't be uh, co-signed. You know, the Bowmans of the world, you know, the fire alarm puller Negro politician. Yeah, it makes sense that he would endorse that, but there's nothing that Trump should be endorsing. Because last time I checked, Dion hasn't made a public defense for Donald Trump at all. But that's what happens when you're someone like Trump that cares to be liked by celebrities and particularly liked by Negroes, which he should have zero concern with.